there's no smoke without a fire. You understand? You see other foreigners or other countries' citizens coming to South Africa doing all the stuff we are complaining about and other stuff. Why don't we ask ourselves who is taking them around? They didn't just come and have a map of South Africa in their head. There are indigenous that are showing them the way. There are indigenous that are involved in all this crime that also came and started practicing. Do we ask ourselves, how did they just start dominating? Somebody tipped them off. Somebody showed them the way. You understand? So if we're asking, we're saying Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, or this other African country is this, that, this. Who showed them the way? Who taught them how to do what we have been doing?
Daddy, are you accusing us of teaching Nigerians how to analyze people?
No, you are getting me wrong. No, you don't attack me, you are getting me wrong.
Did I attack you? Did I attack you?
I'm saying, no.
Did I attack you?
No, the way you are putting it to me, what I'm saying is that nobody can come, for example, nobody can come into your house and know the way straight down to your bedroom without somebody in your house showing them this is your bedroom and this is where you keep money in your bedroom. Alright? So what I'm saying is that if people come there to do something that are illegal, means there are people in that country that are doing things that are illegal that involve them.
Yeah, but
they got out of hand and they started doing more than what they expected.
Yeah, but I don't agree with that. You can't come here and you are saying you guys are selling powder because you saw South Africans selling powder. That one I'm not taking, my brother. I'm not saying they are not South Africans. I'm not saying they are not South Africans. Yeah, my brother.
I don't agree with him as well. That is totally wrong because something is wrong. You see?
Are you saying somebody will just come into your country and start selling powder without anybody in your country getting involved in it? How do they bring things? How do they bring it into your country? You don't have custom, you don't have police, you don't have security. How does it come into your country?
Yeah, but I hear you. But for you to come and blame us for what is happening, no.
I'm not blaming you. I'm saying instead of you to shift the blame to one side, you also cross-check your own side of it. That's what I'm saying.
You can continue. I'm listening, brother. Let's see why you.
Yeah, no, I don't have much to say. That's just what I came on to say. Thank you. God bless you.
No problem, my brother. You're so brief. I was not fighting you. I just wanted clarity, my brother.
No. I understand. We're not fighting each other. The truth is, if you check my contact, I have so many South Africans. I'm talking about indigenous that are my friends. I'm based in France. I have them here. We school together. We don't think they're South Africans. You understand? I was even thinking of December. We were thinking of, okay, maybe probably we'll go to South Africa together. From there, we'll go to Nigeria just to visit each other's country. You understand? So the love is there. Sometimes it's just a painful situation that when we see ourselves back home in Africa, we are fighting each other. But we see ourselves in the Western world, we are friends with each other, we are playing, we are doing things. But if we can play when we are in another continent, why can't we play when we are in Africa? Why can't we be one when we are in Africa? You understand? There's no need for the hate, no need for the fight. I believe as Nigerians, we should also respect ourselves and behave ourselves. You understand? So it's a one thing. You understand, my brother? Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for your submission and for your humbleness. We almost got into each other's toes, but thank you, my brother, for being calm. Somebody saying the host is misinformed and what. Let me not focus on that. Okay, sweetheart, let me give you 3 minutes to submit, and I'll give you another 3 minutes again, and I'll drop the two of you. 3. Go for it. Bukavu, I see you. I'll come to you. Sweetheart, you have 3. Shidi, wait there. Shidi, I'm muted you, Bukavu. Bukaho or something. I muted you and mute yourself. You do that again, I'll drop you. Thank you. Sweetheart,
can I come after someone else? I'm on the road. Just 5 minutes, I'll be able to.
Oh, all right, sharp, no problem. Zaza, go for it. Chidi, you are there. You are not patient. You are not patient. You are not patient. Let me drop you. You are not patient. You are not patient.
Thank you. That's all. That's all.
Chidi, I dropped you. You are not patient. You are not patient. You are not patient. I dropped you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking at this lady, Maya Leroux. Is she truly South African or not? Now, I want to look at the historical background of this. The Leroux arrived in South Africa in 1690. 1690, that is 334 years ago. That's when the Leroux landed in South Africa in the Cape. That's why we've got Leroux, JC Leroux wines and stuff like that. So they contributed in the agriculture, in the winemaking industry. That's why South Africa will do one of the best wines. So when they came down to the Cape, they found Africans there. Obviously, that's where the whole war started between ourselves as blacks and these white people. The struggle didn't start with the ANC.
Okay. Zaza.
Yeah.
Zaza, sorry to disturb. Mano, keep running the live. I'm coming just now. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll be here. Please, Mano, you can run the live. After Zaza speaks, you'll know what to do. Thank you.
All right, thanks. So Leroux is here 360 years. Chitima is here 20 years. So I want to teach this our African brothers about the historical reality of South Africa. During that 1690, when the Leroux landed in South Africa, there was what we call the Benin Empire in Nigeria, Senegal, Togo, West Coast, the slave coast. You know what they were doing, the Benin Empire? They were trafficking people. They were selling their own people as slaves. When we were fighting the Leroux here, settling, they were taking that's why the slaves in the Americas, in the Brazil and all that. That is their culture. That is human trafficking. Okay? When the Leroux were there, their people were selling their people. There's no history of white person settling in Nigeria in that era. The white would come and park their boats there. Nigerians themselves, having captured their young girls, young women, young boy, fresh, able-bodied, to take them and march them into the sea. So go to the New World, they take their money. That is their culture. I cannot deny that culture because it never happened in my country. I never sold any slaves. It's not part of my culture. And that was before the Berlin Conference. Berlin Conference, when it happened in 1834, there were already white people in South Africa. So I want these EFF people now to get the perspective of our historical reality. So no, they took the borders in 1834. No, by 1834, whites were already in the Eastern Cape, Northern KZN and stuff like that. So that's the historical perspective of everything. So in South Africa, before you say kick whites out, we never had whites. I can tell you whites came in Nigeria after the Berlin Conference, and there were 34,000 whites in Nigeria, in their historical Nigeria from, I think, 1880. In 1880, whites were already 200 years settled in South Africa. We had our differences, we know it. But they came in Nigeria in 1890 and they left in 1960. So you don't have experience of white, you only live with white for 70, 80 years. And what did the whites do? They left you Nigeria. You cannot shake that country. They took all the tribes and put them together. Lord Chamberlain and said, this is a country, it's Nigeria, live with it. That country is not working. And there's no brain in Nigeria to untangle that. So what is the solution now for Nigeria? Get a passport and run away. get a passport and run away. And you'll be celebrated in Nigeria. You'll have a good life. You can access good education in South Africa, good healthcare, good pension, good SASA. SASA that you're telling us is nothing. We know deep down you wish you had it. So we know it. No, you know what, sister? They don't come here for work. They come for benefits.
Yes, Babata citizenship for the benefits. Man, they are here
knowing that if I turn 60 years, I'll be able to earn it. There's no pension in Nigeria. If you are sick, you are sick then. You don't say I'm 60 years now, I'm going for a pension. The state doesn't provide pension. The wealth of the Nigerians belong to the politicians. The rest, that's why they say you don't travel, because when they are in Nigeria, they are celebrated for having a passport and migrating. But now they find that when they come to South Africa, we just look at your passport. So for us, it's nothing. I don't have to go to Sweden, because what I get in Sweden, in England, I can still get in South Africa. It's as simple as that. So, Chidima is the product of human trafficking. My boy. Human trafficking, which is part of their culture. That's why they're so slaves. And they don't feel ashamed to sell a person whatever powder, as long as they make money. Send money home to your parents who need medication, because the state there doesn't provide their sickly people with good health care. So the parents send their children outside. Say, you know what, my son, my girl, go outside of Nigeria. Come build me a house, a borehole, buy me medication, because it's like you're failing.
Can you summarize so that we can?
So what I'm saying is, I'll give you a historical perspective of Leroy and Afrikaner. She's 300 years here, 30 generation. Chidima is trafficked. And only 23 years, so we're not gonna change it, and we don't want. There's no solutions of South Africa that will come from Nigerians. We are different. We know our history. We know our solution. We're gonna apply law and order now. Millions of Chitimas are going to come out, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our South African citizens on their lives whose identity has been stolen. Gonna expose you now. By this foreign national who steal our identity. We're not going to compromise. We're changing our country now. We've set the agenda. We're dealing with it. Thank you.
Summarize.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate this opportunity. So far, I feel like as South Africans, we are undermined. We are undermined by people who started coming to our country 20 years ago and coming to tell us. Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you think these people come here and undermine us? What is it in South Africa that makes these people undermine us?
Can I please just say this, then after I can ask you questions, because there's more points to add on that, please.
Okay. No problem.
Thank you. Yeah, what I'm saying there is, we've got a problem with the first generation of foreigners in South Africa. Those kids who were born by these foreigners who came to South Africa 20 years ago, they claim to know better than the original South Africans. They claim to want more rights than the South Africans. They claim to tell us we are wrong for celebrating a white South African who won Miss South Africa, not knowing that that person there is the one who started this Miss South Africa. Black people were not allowed to do Miss South Africa. But they've got audacity to tell us why are we celebrating her. And they want us to accept someone his mom stole identity to be Miss South Africa. So guys, we've got a very big problem with the first generation of foreigners in South Africa. These kids, they go to all lives and talk about how bad is South Africa, how they suffered when they're school in South Africa because their parents are coming from other countries. We are bullied, guys, as South Africans. We are muted. Whatever we say, you are a xenophobia. Whatever you say, you are. This is so wrong, guys. Who doesn't know that there's white people in South Africa? Who doesn't know that? Before they left their countries coming to South Africa, they knew there's white people. These are the white people they work for. These are the white people they take powder from to give young South Africans. So who doesn't know there's white South Africa in South Africa? It doesn't make sense, guys. So South Africans, what I'm going to say to you, if you are on this live, you are South African, focus. Don't be manipulated. Don't feel sorry for your country. This is what it is. We've got two problems in South Africa. The foreigners and the white people who are owning the country. We've got two problems. Even if something starts like there's something breaking or war, something, these people, they will be on the white people's side. They won't help South Africans because they hate, foreigners hate South Africans. They'll be the one butchering us. That's what you should know. So don't be fooled, South Africans. Focus. Just focus and know you are on your own. These brothers of yours who are in South Africa, they are not here for you. They are here to destroy you. So focus. That's it. That's what I can say. You can ask me, my lady, what is your question?
Oh, I wanted to ask you, what is it in South Africa that allows these foreigners to come into South Africa and undermine South Africans?
Is the South African law, because South Africa is too free, the law is too loosened, and the South African law favored people who come from outside because of the apartheid laws. So it allows everyone who come from outside. Like, look at these Libyans who are doing military camp in Mpumalanga. They were supported by the NGOs, you know. So South African law is weak. Those NGOs are not supposed to support the terrorists, but they were supported because NGOs support everybody who come from South Africa. Every foreigner from Israel, from Mexico, from Africa, every foreigner who come from South Africa, NGO supports them.
I hear you. That's why I always emphasize that we come into these platforms and we speak about foreigners so much, but we ignore and disregard the fact that it's our laws that allow these people to come into our country and behave the way that they do. Because take, for instance, okay, never mind.
As Israel, you see what's happening here. We've got the party called DA. DA is sponsored by Israel and America. So those people are the one who want South Africa to be ungovernable. You see, as now the DA guy is on immigration and Home Affairs, Minister of Home Affairs, so that they can open for Israel to come over. South Africa got two enemies: the European enemies,
Yeah.
and others who come to the country to destroy our country. So South Africa
wait.
We have so many requests there. Let's not make a conversation. Let Fix submit. When she's done, we can move to other people. Because if we make a conversation, a long dialogue or a debate, you can ask a few questions, then we go to other people. Because we have 25 requests that are waiting. So please, you can give her what you want to know from her, then you move. Thank you. Thank you, Fix.
Okay, so thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, Olu, you can unmute your mic and submit. Olu, you can unmute your mic. And...
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Oh yeah, I wanted to just say, aren't South Africans tired of being victims all the time? Are we now going to blame foreigners for whatever is going wrong in our country? Because the people that come here from outside and sell drugs here, They do that because of us. Because there was someone who said, can someone come to your house and start disrespecting you? If I go to your house, Manu, and then you are you're disrespecting your mother, and you're saying anyhow to your mother, and I am your friend, I will disrespect your mother too because I'm learning from you. That's what's happening in South Africa. Our people don't respect our police. I stay in Cape Town. There's a Kailicha next to me. I see in Kailicha there are places where police there are no foreigners there. There are maybe few, but police cannot go there because they are scared of other South Africans who are robbers because they will take their guns. So that's why foreigners from outside will come here and misbehave